Yeah, what up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. Please share this to your social media. Please make sure you hit the like button. Please smash the like button. Make sure you hit the subscription button, the bell icon. Hit it twice so that you get notification every time we drop a dope ass video. All right. In addition to that, make sure that you drop your boy a comment. All right. So let's actually get into this because this is a very interesting and strange topic. All right, so Breitbart News, here is a tweet. All right, basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into how woke and woketivism only applies to white people. All right, it doesn't apply to black people. They don't give a shit about what's going on, but they talk this all lives matter bullshit. But when it comes to issues that are affecting everyone negatively, they only have the sympathy and empathy to talk about the issues that affect them while not showing how those issues affect everybody. As a matter of fact, they go to the extent to make it appear as if everyone else is pushing this agenda on them when it's actually a member of their own culture who they need to check that's not taking care of business. All right, so here we go with the white supremacist Breitbart News. European Parliament EP has attacked Poland over its regional charters of family rights, asserting that they represent discrimination and attacks against the LGBTQ community. Now, this is kind of crazy. Poland should be able to do whatever it wants to. It's a sovereign country. But when you're part of these regional bloc organizations, it kind of makes you have to operate under some of their recommendations. It's one of the reasons why Trump wanted to get out of the UN. It's one of the reasons why the president of Ghana is doing the things that he's doing so that Ghana has its own sovereignty. All right. So what I want to show you in this tweet is the hypocrisy. All right. This guy right here, Morgan McIntosh, he says Poland doesn't care what the European Parliament thinks. So right off the rip, they're not following the European Parliament rules, but because it's Poland and because they're European, it's all good. They're heroic. You know what I'm saying? King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, Vikings. You know what I mean? The EP is in shambles because of their own woke policies. So let's talk about woke. All right, because woke is the dog whistle, and it's just basically white people who are upset about racism and a bunch of other shit. But there's other things that goes into woke. But anytime you hear somebody talk about woke, it's the same thing as cancel culture for the most part. Basically, it's people who overemphasize a lot of the other issues and don't talk about things that are important. But when these people complain about people who are woke, they're basically showing their own racism and the fact that they want to be able to operate and act in the most vile, disgusting, and subhuman ways that you can possibly think of, like having slaves and not be checked about it. So the woke people, they go way beyond what's necessary, and they go way beyond as far as rights to the point where they just censor everybody. So it's a good cop, bad cop thing because the woke people are liberals for the most part too. It's the good cop, bad cop thing. And what these people do is they advocate overly for every issue other than any issue that will do anything to assist black people. They only advocate for issues that'll be a detriment to black people. But these woketivists are having a civil war with these actual, alt-right Nazis. And all the while, both parties blame their causes and the cause of their issues on black people. That's the fundamental thing that you guys need to understand. So you need to pay attention to these dog whistles. This guy is basically saying Poland doesn't care what the European Parliament thinks. The EP is in shambles because of their own woke, aka I want to be as racist and white as I want to be without anybody checking me about it. And they want to spread their failure around to others in the name of equality. Meanwhile, Poland utilizes a system that has been proven effective over the centuries. All right, so we're going to go down a little bit more. This person wants to know what the I in the LGBTIQ stands for. And I think LGBTIQ, that I is intersectionality or something like that. All right. So these people are now you have to remember if you're black. All right. Because the thing is that when it comes to the liberals advocating for LGBTQ, they're only advocating for the racist white LGBTQ people. You know what I'm saying? Like that snuffleupagus motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a flying fuck about black LGBTQs or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. It's just so white LGBTQs can do whatever they want to. So despite the fact that a lot of black LGBTQs remain, you know what I'm saying, head deep in the sunken place, nobody gives a fuck about you, which is why they deported an LGBTQ couple back from Indonesia. Okay. So we had these white people throwing a fit because they're just not allowed to go around calling people gay and niggers and, you know, carpet munchers and mud sharks and all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying, that they would if unchecked. So they claim that all lives matter. They claim that everything matters. When it comes to any kind of legislation, everybody should get everything because we're just all this big, huge, happy family. Well, we're not a huge happy family because you are fucking liars and you're disingenuous about every fucking thing you open your mouth about. All right. So you notice when it comes to the European unions, these people are very involved. They pay attention. It doesn't matter if they're here or in the United States. It doesn't matter if they're Irish, Italian, British, or French or Spanish. They know exactly what's going on about European issues, and they put their 2 cents in, even if they're here in the United States and have never even stepped foot in Europe, right? So when it comes to Africa, black people need to start paying more attention to African issues. We need to start paying attention to issues in each country in Africa, okay? And the reason why is because a lot of the I'm white and I say so bullshit falls apart, all right? So I'm gonna show you. This is how you know woke is a dog whistle, all right? Woke is a term that originated in the United States, referring to a perceived awareness of issues that concern social justice and racial justice. It derives from the African-American vernacular English expression, stay woke, whose grammatical aspect refers to a continuous awareness of the issues. All right, so first used in the 1940s, the term has resurfaced. So this is what they're doing. They're taking our shit. These white liberals are appropriating our shit as usual. You know what I'm saying? The term has resurfaced in a recent year as a concept that symbolizes perceived awareness of social issues and movement. By the late 2010s, woke had been adopted as more of a generic slang associated with left-wing politics. Left-wing, the white supremacist liberals that don't do a motherfucking thing for black people except for hijack our shit and then put people into Supreme Court positions like Ruth Bigot Ginsburg, who is an anti-black fascist, you know what I'm saying, and also gay, all right? So now here it says progressive, oh, she's dead too now, by the way. Progressive or socially liberal causes such as anti-racism. Now, this shit should be just common sense because we live in a world where supposedly everybody is equal, but we don't. This is why these people have such an issue with the anti-racism. And now, when it comes to LGBT, feminism, and environmentalism and all that stuff, I don't really give a shit about any of that. I'm talking about anti-racism because I'm a different race, you know what I'm saying, than these genetic bigots that practice this shit here. All right. And now these same people want to sit there and try to tell you that all lives matter. But I'm going to prove to you that they don't. And I'm going to also prove to you that they just like everything else that I've shown, these people want to cry and talk about all of this woke shit. They want to blame it on minorities and be upset and just act like the world is just turning into a giant mudslide and they won't have any shine for their whiteness. You know what I mean? But the problem is that it's actually white people doing this shit. The face of it on TV and the media, you know, the media that they say is fake news, the shit that they don't pay attention to. But anytime it shows that, you know, a police killed a black person, the news is automatically accurate and the guy had to be resisting. You know, that fake news, it's only fake when it applies to certain shit that they're interested in. You know, that fake news. That news always has the black face for this kind of stuff and it never shows the white crime boss that's behind it. But that's what we're here for, because we're going to show exactly what that shit is, and then you guys can either shut the fuck up, actually act like all lives matter and advocate for everybody, or continue to keep lying like you've done historically. All right, so again, I've showed you how woke is a dog whistle, and we're concerned with anti-racism because if you're not white, you're a different race, and people who are against woke believe that they should have the freedom to be racist. Clearly, according to the definition here. So as you can see, the very first tweet, this gentleman here has an issue with woke. So we're taking that as anti-racism because it says it right here. Despite the fact that this has nothing to do with race, this is about LGBTQ. This is games that white people play so they can lump everything into everything and use the same talking points. But when you break this shit down and pin them down to the wall, then they don't have anything to say except for blacks sold blacks in Africa, so you shouldn't get reparations. Well, Joe Biden is actually one of the main people pushing this global LGBTQ agenda. So now we have whites making other whites gay. So I don't want to hear about this bullshit in Poland. How's that? Or everybody can just be on the same page and be like, you know what? This is going a little bit too far. But see, the problem is that you can't be honest. Your pundits can't be honest, and your talking heads can't be honest. And since none of you can be honest, then I have to say, you know what? I care about what Joe Biden is doing in Gambia because that's a black country. And honestly, I don't give two flying fucks about Poland. See how that works? I can do that shit too. So it's actually you guys who need to make the decision of if you're going to be honest or you're going to continue to live in the echo chamber that you claim that everybody else lives in. So let's actually see what's going on in Poland here with this, because this is actually kind of disturbing. All right. And there's some other things that we'll talk about. I'm going to show you two instances where all lives don't matter. Okay. Because none of these lives that Joe Biden is trying to make in Africa matter. He's threatening sanctions on Nigeria as well as threatening sanctions on Gambia if they don't make LGBTQ friendly laws. And he's also trying to bribe them with policy aid. This guy looks like a white guy to me. All right. So just like how you guys say blacks sold blacks into slavery, well, whites are making other whites gay. Now where are we at? What are we doing? But you guys are still over here crying about some woke shit. And we already said that woke has to do with racism. And we all know that you have natural genetic issues with not being racist. We're not even talking about race here. We're talking about gender equality issues. And your dumbass bringing in some shit talking about race. Because you put all of these terms together to create the fake narrative so you can have the fake liberals and the fake conservatives fighting. While then when they team up and get on code, they can turn around and say, well, we don't want to deal with this woke shit because of anti-racism. And that's why black LGBTQ people need to not be LGBTQ first. You need to be black first, because at the beginning of the definition of woke, anti-racism comes first. And that is exactly why that lesbian couple got deported from Indonesia. All right, these motherfuckers don't care about you. Everything is a word game, and people need to start understanding this and get on the same page. All right. So, European Parliament attacks Poland's charters of family rights. Rome. The European Parliament has attacked Poland over its regional charters of family rights, asserting that they represent discrimination and attacks against the LGBTQ community. Charters that define marriage as a union of one man and one woman use a very narrow definition of family. Actually, they use the traditional definition. The EP stated in the formal resolution. So again, this is the European Parliament, not the African Parliament, but yet and still you have these bigots, these Breitbart bigots, you know what I'm saying, and the Fox News fucktards that want to sit there and say that, you know, this is all because of black people. This is all because of minorities. This is all because of people of color. This is all because of China and communism and socialism, when this shit is being enforced by a predominantly European organization, and also the people that like to spread democracy as well as disease across the entire world are trying to do this shit in Africa too. But you know, we can only show pictures of babies with flies on their big bellies in Africa, and we have to cry about the great continent of Europe being woke devised, despite the fact that this shit is going on all over the entire world. So miss me with your all lives matters bullshit. When you demonstrate that all lives matter, then maybe somebody will fucking say it instead of taking it as a joke. Adopting traditional understanding of marriage and family is an assault on equality, the EP insisted, noting that LGBTIQ rights are human rights, and the rights to equal treatment and non-discrimination is a fundamental right enshrined in the EU treaties in the charter and should be fully respected. Since March of 2019, over 100 regions, counties, municipalities across Poland have adopted resolutions declaring themselves free from so-called LGBTQI ideology or have adopted regional charters of family rights, the resolution laments. All right. So basically what this article is talking about is that there's these areas in Poland that are not on it. They don't want to adapt LGBTQ friendly laws. And the European Union is not with that shit. They're upset because they want the entire bloc to be LGBTQ. They're saying that they restrict equality by utilizing the traditional definition of family. Okay. These regional charters of family rights use a very narrow definition of the family, while calling on municipalities to protect family rights in all their policies, initiatives, and funding, the resolution declares. And by focusing only on these types of families, the regional charters are indirectly calling for its discrimination against all other forms of families. The problem is that no one really ever just accepted, this whole LGBTQ thing. The LGBTQ people should be able to have some kind of union legally, you know what I mean? If that's what they want. I'm not really with the whole LGBTQ thing, so you're not about to hear me doing too much advocacy, but marriage is for man and woman. You know what I'm saying? There can be a LGBTQ marriage equivalent, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit is stupid. At some point you're going to say, okay, well, anybody can get married. That means that you'll be able to marry a kid. No. You know what I'm saying? This is a bad precedent to set. You know what I'm saying? But we're getting to the point where the world is just increasingly corrupt and white people just want to blame it on black people as if we started this shit. Y'all need to get the fuck over it and wake the fuck up and actually see who's doing this shit. And if you forgot, I'm going to show you exactly who it is again. You don't see black people all over the world advocating for, LGBTQ in their countries who sit at the heads of, countries that have, 100,000 megatons of nuclear warheads, threatening people. You don't see too many black people doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But sure, whatever, man. This is us. Everything is us. You know what I'm saying? Poland is not alone in its guilt of clinging to an antiquated Christian notion of marriage and family, the EP declares. The Hungarian town of Negada also adopted a resolution banning the dissemination and propagation of LGBTQ propaganda in November 2020, the resolution states, which discriminates directly and indirectly against LGBTQI people. The EP cites the praiseworthy example of Norway, which withdrew from granting funds to the Polish regions, countries, and municipalities which had adopted resolutions declaring themselves free from so-called LGBTQI ideology or had adopted regional charters of family rights. Now, the thing is if Poland wants to be a LGBTQI free place and not have any laws including that, the EU is a large place. Why can't Poland just have that and everybody else, be LGBTQ? I don't understand why they feel the need to dictate their policy, especially if Poland is a highly Christian country. With Christianity comes white supremacy. That was the excuse for, the extraction of everybody from Africa and Manifesto Dynasty and, you know what I'm saying, white Jesus and all of that shit. So we already know what comes with that. So, Christianity is problematic as fuck. But if that's the national religion, a lot of the Arab countries have Sharia law, and that's part of their government. So, countries that are white supremacist and Christian should be allowed to, if they're sovereign, be able to have their religion practicing Christianity congruent with white supremacy if they want to. You know what I'm saying? They should just, let people know that shit at the door before you happen to move in. You know what I mean? So all of these people who are LGBTQ, if Poland wants to uphold heterosexual marriages, then just don't move to Poland or move out of Poland if you happen to be LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? Most of those people that live in those Balkan countries, there's a lot of small countries that neighbor there. And so those people grow up knowing 5 or 6 different languages, including English. So, changing locations isn't a big deal. You know what I mean? You don't really need to have the entire ecosystem around you change for a couple people. especially people that have never been oppressed. Like Poland actually had shit popping off there. You know what I'm saying? It was part of World War II, and those white supremacists in Poland were killing Roma people, you know what I'm saying, because they're dark, you know what I mean, at the orders of Adolf Hitler. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like Poland is some kind of victim here. You know what I'm saying? They also killed a lot of other people in World War II also. They were complicit with the concentration camps and all of that shit. So again, when I'm calling Poland a white supremacist, fascist motherfucking state, you know what I'm saying, they have a history of genocide in that motherfucker. So let's not get it twisted. That shit's not woketivism. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfucking history. I'm sorry, it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? So now it says down here, we're talking about the sighting of Norway and all of this shit. Neither Poland nor Hungary recognizes the marriages of two persons of the same sex, which again, marriage is supposed to be the union of male and female. So in my opinion, Poland and Hungary, you know what I'm saying, they're not out of pocket for feeling this way. I don't find anything wrong with what Hungary and Poland are saying. You know what I'm saying? In its resolution, the EP condemned the Hungarian parliament's adoption of pro-family constitutional amendments. And see, the thing is I don't know, like, this shit is pro-family. Basically, what that means is man and woman that can procreate and create a family, you know what I'm saying, through biological reproduction. And for whatever reason, like, being pro-family is somehow bad. You know what I mean? But also at the same time, the problem is that, again, you're dealing with this population of people who are so racist, they can't separate gender identity from race. So everything that they're like, despite the fact that I don't agree with this LGBTQ shit, you're literally dealing with people that don't have the intellectual capability of separating LGBTQ issues with race issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is problematic as fuck. You know what I mean? As Breitbart News reported, the amended text states Hungary protects children's rights to an identity conforming to their birth gender and ensures education in accordance with the values based on Hungary's constitutional identity and Christian culture. The amendments also define the family as based on marriage and the parent-child relation. The mother is the woman, the father is a man, in what pro-family organizations has hailed as a victory for marriage in the midst of an increasingly hostile and ideologically charged environment. Following the passage of the amendment by a vote of 134 in favor to 45 against Prime Minister Viktor Orban's Communications Office stated that the Constitution now protects a child's right to identify with their gender at birth and an upbringing based on Hungary's constitutional identity and Christian culture. That's good. Awesome. Congratulations to Hungary. You know what I'm saying? An explanatory test accompanying the legislation states that Western ideology is changing in a way that necessitates guaranteeing a child's right to self-identity in line with their gender at birth in order to protect the child from being mental or biological intervention affecting their physical and mental well-being. I agree. The European Parliament has already been on collision course with Poland, passing a resolution last November condemning the High Court's decision to outlaw eugenic abortions. I totally agree with Poland, man. I totally agree with them. I totally agree with Poland and Hungary. You know what I mean? If you want to live that lifestyle, they should give you a grace period and you have to leave. We're not talking about a race. We're talking about, I'm sorry, like what Hungary said about how to identify the gender identity is absolutely 100% on point. You know what I'm saying? It's 100% on point. So the problem is that white people are so racist that you would think that Poland and Hungary would team up with some African countries that are conservative and don't want to deal with this LGBTQ democracy spread like herpes that creepy Joe Biden is doing. But all lives matter. But again, all Polish lives matter. all Hungarian lives matter. This is why when they try to make you feel guilty about, oh, this should be something for everybody, you can show plenty of examples where you're locked out when you're literally talking about the same thing and dealing with the same problems that you're talking about. But again, you are literally dealing with white people, and white people believe that every country in Africa is a subhuman jungle where people dance around in leaves and mud huts. That is literally what white people believe about Africa. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of this article, it says an explanatory test accompanying the legislation that states Western ideology is changing in a way that necessitates guaranteeing the child's right to self-identity in line with their gender at birth in order to protect the child from mental or biological intervention affecting their physical and mental well-being. Now that's important, all right, because this leads to a segue to the next thing that I want to talk about. All right. And the next thing that I want to talk about is this video right here. It's by someone named Sasha Shaw. And it's a person, apparently they're from Toronto, California. They're Jamaican born and raised. All right. And this here, I'm going to do more on this topic. All right. But here it says black women are murdering trans women. Now, I have not heard this. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give props out to my man, Izzy High. He actually did a review of this video on his live stream. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good review. I was actually cracking up. But you will listen to this and you will hear a lot of familiar talking points. And it just makes you ask yourself a bunch of questions. Now, this woman here is extremely, almost like racist, man. She is like anti-black. And I mean, she's saying like absurd shit about black women. You know what I mean? And this is very problematic. Now, mind you, again, this person is a trans, and I don't know. I might get, well, my channel's not monetized. You know what I'm saying? YouTube has refused. My shit still says processing. You know what I'm saying? They have not processed my monetization yet. And I've been waiting since December, you know what I mean? So my shit's not monetized. It wasn't not approved, and I'm still eligible. I get hellified motherfucking watch hours, you know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, they have my shit stuck at processing. You're supposed to be able to reapply every 30 days, and I have yet to been able to reapply. My shit has been stuck in process for 3 months since December. You know what I'm saying? It's really irritating. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm losing money every single time I do a video. You know what I mean? I'm not eligible to super chat, which is why I haven't done a live stream yet. It's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I don't give a fuck what they do about this video. But I call these people trans. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't say he, she, whatever, because like I'm a he. And my daughter is a she, and that's not what this person is. They transitioned. So I don't really see why it's politically incorrect to say this individual is a trans. They self-identify as a woman. So that means when you introduce yourself, you can go ahead and call yourself a woman. I feel weird saying that. I'm not going to mentally say that and soften myself up and make it like you're the same as a woman, because you're not. At one point you were the same as me, and then you got cosmetic updates or, you know, cosmetic changes and hormone therapy that transitioned you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, like, if you have chicken meat and you grind it up, you know what I'm saying, and wrap it and put certain dye in it, you've transitioned that chicken meat to artificial crab meat or artificial lobster meat. You know what I'm saying? If you're born one gender and you go through some kind of processing and you do a transformation, you weren't born that gender. You weren't born that sex. And I'm sorry, like, I just can't process that, and I'm not gonna process that, because I'm not going to untrain myself from differentiating a natural born woman to a person who's transitioned from a male to a after transition woman. The best that you will get me to say is after transition. All right. So when I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, I'm just saying, I mean, it's not disrespectful. I hope, you know, if this content creator happens to see this, I hope if any transgender person happens to see this, they don't take this as disrespect, but that's just how it is for me. You can either take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? I can get way more vile and say way more disgusting shit, but I'd rather not. I'd rather try to keep it politically correct. And I'm not going to say something that is completely against the fabric of reality. I'm sorry. So, getting back to this woman is extremely racist. And you might say, well, why is she racist? Now, white people pay attention to this. And this is why I always criticize white people when it comes to racism, because you don't understand the racism that you developed in other people. I did videos. I've done the videos about meritorious manumission. And when people hear this kind of shit, they just say, oh, you're bashing white people. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally talking about shit that happened that is still affecting people today. It's not my fault that you guys keep saying that shit that happened a long time ago didn't affect people today. And there's hellified examples of that shit all over the place. That shit's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? So if this shit makes your butt hurt when you hear people talking about it, then maybe you need to think about that shit. Oh, maybe some shit it does still affect motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, today that happened in slavery. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of you motherfuckers are closed-minded, which is why I do my videos not talking to you. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the people who understand this shit. It's just like if I was speaking in Chinese or Spanish. I'm not speaking to anybody in English because they don't understand it. I'm speaking to people in Spanish. It doesn't mean that I hate white people, because I absolutely don't. You know what I'm saying? I have like amazing white people in my life that I love. You know what I'm saying? In my family too. So, you know what I mean? I'm specifically talking about that subset of individuals who purposely is negligent from this. I'm not even mad at motherfuckers who just don't have any exposure. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers that just don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? If you listen and you're like, I got to do some more research or whatever, I mean, I can appreciate that shit. Because most of the time, people don't even want to hear a word that you're saying. So, but again, I'm not in this to debate anything with white people. That's the thing that a lot of times people don't understand. I'm not here to fucking debate with you. I'm not here to prove shit to you either. I don't need your validation, and I really don't give a fuck what you think, you know what I'm saying, if what I'm saying is wrong or right. If I'm showing proof of what I'm saying with dates, citations, websites, links, and everything else, I don't care that you say so, and you know you want to just go on about your business because it's not something that you don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm not talking to you anyway. I'm talking to the people that don't understand this shit, and the people that's affected by it, and the people that you all put in danger by your behavior. That's who I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking to. So if you want to listen, you're more than welcome. I'm not going to tell anybody not to come in and not to listen. But if you think you're going to come in correcting and telling people what racism is and shit like that, man, get the fuck out of here. Because if you've never been a minority or a person of color, you don't understand racism. Being white and living in the hood isn't fucking racism. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, it's not. The sob stories about how difficult it was going to a black school. Don't forget that the reason why those hood schools are so bad is because of shit like gentrification and redlining, which was done by white people to black people. So I really don't give a fuck about that. That shit's still not racism. You know what I'm saying? You need to check yourself and see why the fuck you, unlike the rest of your counterparts, can't afford a house somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to this shit.
I have one question for you black bitches. Why does it matter if he wants to sleep?
See, so this individual here, they start this out very disrespectful as it is. I mean, like, every black woman's not a bitch. Just like every white person's not a racist. Who is this woman talking about? Like, she just I slipped up and said, who is this woman talking about? Who is this individual talking about? And see, the thing is you cannot trip on this kind of shit, man. You cannot change your motherfucking values or views. You know what I'm saying? Because you will eventually, if you keep repeating something, that's why people use flashcards. That's one of the ways that people learn things. You will continue to say this. This is one of the reasons why they want to get these pronouns the way that they want them, so that you have to say them, because over time that stuff will stick into your head, and without even knowing it, you will change what your understanding of a quote woman is. And then at some point in the future, after this shit has happened repetitively, it will be publicly acceptable to be a transitional woman and just equal and interchangeable to a biological woman, and they're not. I'm sorry, they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're different. I'm not saying that one is not equal to the other. Like, I'm not saying that they shouldn't get human rights. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying they shouldn't have the right to have some kind of, relationship union. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is motherfucking reality. They're different. A woman's not born a woman's not born a man. A woman is born a woman. This individual here was born a man and changed into a woman. There is absolutely nothing anybody can do to scientifically unprove that. I don't even understand why we're here in the conversation. But for whatever reason, see, and this is a problem too that's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, this individual here transitioned from a male to a transitional female. All right. Now, this individual is from Toronto, Canada, and it was Jamaican born and raised. And she clearly, off the rip, has anti-black woman sentiments. She's got the angry black man talking points, but in a woman's body. Like, that, like, you know what I'm saying? That is very bizarre and dangerous.
I have one question for you black bitches.
I mean, like, I don't understand. I don't get it, man. Like, where is all the anger for black women coming from? You know what I'm saying? I'm a motherfucker that's dated interracially. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, hate black women, though. Like, I honestly have, like, not had many I've not had many bad interactions with black women. You know what I mean? Like, the black women that I've dated have been cool. You know what I'm saying? I've had issues with them just like I had issues with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand, like, this social media, like, insanity where, like, everybody is just like, I'm just gonna go in on black women. Like, that shit is kind of weird. Because, like, black women ain't really doing anything, like, crazy out here, except for, you know what I'm saying, like, improving the graduation rate. So this shit is really kind of odd. And, like, I work in healthcare, and, like, healthcare, there's a lot of black women that work in healthcare. So, like, you know what I'm saying, like, my coworkers are predominantly black, and, like, the stereotypes and shit that are portrayed in social media in the sample of black women that I deal with on a daily basis, you know what I mean? The stereotypes are not true, like, at all. Like, I don't have issue, and I actually work in the hood. So, like, a lot of these motherfuckers are, like, talk about, like, hood boogers and ghetto ass motherfuckers and shit like that. And, like, like, these motherfuckers are actual hood people that live in the hood that I work with, and, like, they're cool, they're nice, you know what I mean? They do their jobs. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't understand why this. See, like, and the thing is, like, I would like to see how a transitional white man who transitioned into a transitional white woman is about white women. I think Blair White is actually a transitional white woman. She transitioned from a man to a woman, and she's not like this at all. She's not like this in the least bit. Type in the comments if you know who Blair White is. She actually has a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? She's a white transgender woman. Her videos are cool. She's smart, you know what I'm saying? She's a little bit racist, you know what I'm saying? But she can't help herself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she doesn't talk like this about white women, though. You know what I mean? So like it's just weird to see like this, but then you have that issue where a lot of times when people are not American black people, then they have like this huge issue. And like one of the ways that they attack black people is through going in on black women. It's just weird, man. It's a weird dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that this shit right here is not cool. It's not cool at all. Like I want to know, like, okay, so she lives in Canada, but who's she talking about that's killing trans women though? You know what I'm saying? Who's she talking about?
I have one question for you black bitches. Why does it matter if he wants to sleep with a transsexual?
I really, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Black women, especially nowadays, black women don't care if men are sleeping with transsexuals. Black women don't care if black men are interracially dating. Black women care, I believe, when black men are trashing black women, like just random, you know what I mean? Like random ass attacks, and are trying to put women of other cultures above them to make them look bad. I think black women get upset about that, which rightfully so. I think that black women get upset if they happen to be dating someone and they find out that their man is cheating on them with a transgender woman. Black women know that black men, you know what I'm saying, date interracially. Black women starting to date interracially more often. I don't really think that there's some people that feel really strongly about that, but in today's day and age, I don't think anybody really cares. Nowadays, there's even movements where black women are like, you know what I'm saying? Like they got men going their own way, like black women going their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like they're looking outside of dating black men. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reasons that they may have. You know what I'm saying? They may have some reasons. You know what I'm saying? Just like black men may have some reasons for dating outside of their race. There's nothing wrong with I don't condone that shit. Like I said, I've interracially dated before. You know what I mean? I don't care about that. Some people have a huge issue with that. Like, but I don't. But I'm not saying that if you don't have an issue with it, you know what I'm saying? I don't respect your difference of opinion. I'm just saying that I don't. And what I'm saying is that I don't I've heard black women complain more about black men and black male behavior than I have about black males dating transgenders. But correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, please.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sash. I just wanted to do a quick interruption in the world right now because apparently if you are sleeping with a transsexual, the black community is not happy about that.
I don't think anybody cares though. What are you talking about, the Canadian black community? See, because like my thing is, you know what I'm saying? The way that I'm stuttering right now is probably what I would say. See, like, cause I'm an old school cat, man, and like this shit is just a little bit too much for me. I don't get it, but I try to be an open-minded motherfucker too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a multicultural dude. I come from a multicultural family. You know what I'm saying? I got multicultural kids. You know what I mean? But that's multicultural, though. I don't have like there's like everybody for the most part. There's never been no gender issues in my family as far as like people deciding to switch teams in the middle of the game. Like that shit ain't happen. So, I mean, I don't have no problem with it because I'm not involved in it. I'm not gonna tell somebody don't do that shit. But don't get mad at me like if you're telling me this shit and like I start having like facial seizures because I can't control the looks I'm giving you. I'm not being disrespectful. You literally have to understand, literally every time I hear about this shit, every single time, it is always culture shock. This will eternally be culture shock for me. I will never be used to this. I've never heard black women complaining about black men dating transgenders. That is one. I've heard of black women complaining about black men being dusty. I've heard of I've heard of black women complaining about black men being broke. I've heard black women complaining about black men being conquered. But this one is a new one. This here's some new shit. I haven't heard this complaint yet. This is some new shit right here.
Especially the black biological woman.
The black biological woman. So now we got a new definition for BBW. Because last time I checked, well, I thought BBW was what? Big beautiful woman? So now BBW is black biological woman. See, I can't keep track of all these damn letters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a lot right here. I literally have never heard black, but I was about to say this is a first, but you're not a black biological woman. I've never heard any black biological woman complain about this shit. I've never heard one. I've never heard it in my entire life. And I'm literally around black biological women every day at work. I've never heard one of them complain about this. This is insane.
Yes.
Men, can y'all leave some men for us? How the fuck am I supposed to reproduce?
I don't know why this is funny right here.
For me personally, I will not date a bisexual man.
I don't blame you. Listen, I'm gonna tell this sister something right here, man. I don't blame her for not dating a bisexual man. If you don't want to date a bisexual man, don't date one. I don't blame you. I am not mad at you. Cause I wouldn't date a bisexual woman. I don't care like what motherfuckers say, like people say all that weird ass shit. Oh yeah, you know it. Nah, man. Nope. I don't want that. Nope, I'm good. And I don't blame her. I ain't mad at her one bit. That is some weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Okay,
I am not
like keep that to yourself.
I don't agree with it. For me, that's it.
I have not heard one of these women say they was gonna kill anybody, and I still have not heard anyone saying that they're upset because black men are dating transgender women. That chick in the beginning was funny though. That was all up in the camera. I don't know why that shit was funny. Motherfucker trying to reproduce.
Has the stomach, has the butt work done, but she still has a wee-wee.
And I'm talking from the 305. We do not condone that shit. Jimmy Smacks is gay.
Like, you know, I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah, so apparently there's this backstory about like this dude named Jimmy Smacks or whatever. I don't really know too much about it because I don't go into all that. But I think they kind of go into this in the video. Like this shit gets crazy.
No, though, that's not some shit that you were talking about. You woke up and you decided to do. No, bro, you done did that shit before.
Oh no, man, this shit funny as fuck, man. This lady hilarious. Hold on.
Condone that shit. Jimmy Smacks is gay.
Like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, though, that's not some shit that you were talking about. You woke up and you decided to do. No, bro, you done did that shit before. So
Jimmy Smacks has never been seen with men on his IG channel.
I like, would you date a dude that did that? They be like, yeah.
See, like, this is all too much for me.
I'm like, ew, you gross. You gonna infect yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's causing yourself for diseases. You got to understand that population has the highest rates of STDs.
Events has really sent a wake-up call to the trans community. Cisgender women do not see us as the same. They do not see us as their equal. They see us as with titties. They look at the men who mess with us as gay and blame us and the men who like us for AIDS, which is kind of...
No, that's not true because they've been blaming motherfuckers for AIDS, like for AIDS since before, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit was even mainstream. And motherfuckers don't like finding out that they're in a monogamous relationship and like their man has been cheating on them with a transgender, which they would be just as upset if their man was cheating on them with a woman. Like, you're just trying to make this about transgender so you could have some special case to complain about like the rest of the LGBTQ community does. Like, don't nobody give a shit about this shit, man. Like, y'all can do your own thing, but you just want to have like spotlight shined on you. Like, you're not bringing any new issues to the table. If a man is cheating or if a man is not being honest with a woman, just because she's biological don't mean that she don't have a right to complain about it and mention the fact that your transgender ass was involved in it. Like, I don't understand, like, what's so hard to process about that shit. Literally, there's literally zero people out here saying any of this shit that these women are saying. At least where I live at, I ain't never heard nobody complaining no crazy ass shit like this.
Sent a wake-up call to the trans community. Cisgender women do not see us as the same. They do not see us as their equal. They see us as with titties. They look at the men who mess with us.
I mean, like, why would they not see you as that, though? Fuck. Like, you do realize that, like, you were born a man. Like, this is the thing. Like, now it gets to the point where, like, you're being unethical and you're lying. You were indeed born a man. How do you just, like, get to not say that? And then, like, when confronted with that shit, everybody just gets censored because it's, oh, we can't talk about this shit. So does the medical record get censored at some point too? And like, now just nobody knows who's a natural person? Because I don't want to, I see, in my opinion, MGTOW is like lightweight radicalized red pill when it comes to dealing with women. If they make it where they can keep the medical records disclosed and you're not allowed to know whether someone transitioned or not, you only have to go off of how they identified yourself. Hopefully I'm still with my girlfriend that I'm with currently because I love her dearly. But in the unfortunate event that I'm not with her anymore, I will MGTOW at that point. I will MGTOW at that point. And it don't have nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying, and no race issues, no nothing. I love all women. I'll date anybody, you know what I'm saying? As long as, you know what I'm saying, you have to have the compatibilities and different things like that. And it's not because I'm no self-hater. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the case. When it comes to this don't have nothing to do with the color of anybody's skin. I want to know that whoever I'm with, if it's a black woman, a white woman, an Asian woman, I just want to make sure that you were and always have been a woman. If I'm not able to validate that or verify that, if I have to go off of your word and I don't get to see no papers like dating back 10 years, see, like, now the situation is where you have to see more than someone's ID. I need to see birth certificates. If you can't verify that you've been the gender that you're identifying as your entire life, I'm going my own way. I'd rather not. I'd rather not take the chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not something that I know. It's just like crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather not. Yeah, it'll get you high. It'll get you real high. I'd rather not. You know what I'm saying?
As gay and blame us and the men who like us for AIDS, which is kind of interesting because
Black women are in outrage that a straight man decides to record a video of himself, exposing himself, uploading a video himself of having sex with a beautiful transsexual.
I don't think that anybody's upset about that. I think that if anything, people are probably weirded out and culture shocked. But I've literally heard zero people even mention that. I've heard more people talking about the coronavirus stimulus package than I have people talking about this shit you talking about here.
I know what I did. That's the thing. I posted it on social media. Nobody exposed me. That's the thing. I posted this shit.
So this is a situation where this cat here, this must be the dude. He posted a picture of him messing around with a transgender woman. I mean, Do you? I'm not mad at you. I guess I don't feel any kind of way about it at all. It's just not some shit that I would do. I guess like nowadays, just not some shit I would do is outrage as it applies to LGBTQ.
Why is that your problem, Black woman? Why are you upset? Why are you upset at the world that Black men, yes, I said it, Black men finds trans women attractive?
Please don't do that. Don't do that. That's one of the reasons. See, like, if I have a bad encounter with a Black woman, I don't go making all kind of videos on YouTube and saying all this stuff about Black women. I've had a lot of bad encounters with white people. You know what I'm saying? But even when I'm talking about race issues, I say in every video that all white people aren't like that. Don't sit there and say that Black men are, you know what I'm saying, doing that shit. Because, like, there are some, I'm sure, but you were, like, making it sound like everybody is on that. And, like, there's connotations with what you're saying, and everybody ain't on that shit.
They find us attractive because you're boring.
Yeah, no. No. I'm not gonna go into that shit there, but just know that the answer is no.
You are judgmental. You only want to have threesomes with other women, and then this man is...
See, this is some whole complete freak shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is some whole complete freak shit. See, like, this is like some Sodom and Gomorrah shit, for real, because you up here mad about who somebody want to have a threesome with when they should just be dealing with each other for the most part. You up here mad about who somebody finna have a threesome with. Because you want your ass in that threesome. See, that's just too damn much. Like, see, the world is just going to a bad place, man. It's going to a really bad place.
Just there penetrating you. You don't want to do nothing to him, and you don't want to pleasure him. So guess what? He's going to come to me or other transsexual women to pleasure him because he's into transsexuals.
I've heard this, that, you know what I'm saying, like, some people are doing this, and I again, I haven't heard this outrage from Black women, though, basically. Without all the extra shit that I could say, I just haven't heard none of this shit. Man.
Whether you like it or not, straight man is into transsexual.
Certain straight men, more than likely, but I'm one of those people that is in the school of thought that you're not straight if you're into transsexuals. Like, you're not straight. If you're into transsexuals, you're into a man who transitioned into a woman. That is what the case is. There is no denying the fact that transgender women at one point in their life were men. And they transitioned through medical intervention into a woman. You're not straight if you're with a transgender. You're straight if you're with a biological woman. Like, this is turning into some shit where motherfuckers trying to argue if 1 + 1 = 3. Like, no, 1 + 1 = 2. It has ever since motherfucking math was invented. The fuck?
They can bash us with you, but when you're not there, these straight man is all over this, baby. And yes, transsexuals are not going to stop sleeping with these straight men. We're not.
If a man is sleeping with a transsexual, that man is not straight. That is not an arguable point. I don't care about what kind of argument, you know what I'm saying, some overwordly liberal like Vosh might say. A trans woman started out as a biological male, if that trans woman has an extract taken from a nucleus of her cell and is cloned to exact form, she will not be cloned to her post-cosmetic form. She'll be cloned to her pre-cosmetic form, which is a man. I'm sorry, like that's just how it is. 1 + 1 will always equal 2 in this reality. Like, I don't understand how these concepts are just, this is just so difficult for us now. I don't get it.
Going to do that because guess why? You black bitches are just mad.
And see, like, she's so like just mad at black women. Like, what is your problem? That anger that she has, that's residual anger from some black woman that she was in, this trans was in another relationship when she was a man. A woman hurt her feelings while she was a he. And she just mad. Like, she's basically like, this is just spite. And this is a lot to go through to, you know what I mean? Like, validate your anger.
That everybody else is sleeping with black men and the black men that you're desiring do not want you.
Man, the way that the world is going, black men and black women are having enough issues. I was on a live stream and somebody said black men and black women just need to leave each other alone till they get their situation straight. I don't know, man. I think everybody is having gender issues. We just tend to, as far as black people, I don't know why black people do this, but black people just put their business out, you know what I'm saying, all over the place, and then turn around and be like, oh, you see these motherfuckers say they put their business out all over the place. Hey, man, y'all do motherfucking live streams about this shit for 7-8 hours long. Fuck out of here with that hypocritical bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this lady here, man, or this trans here, clearly has anti-black woman sentiments from some experience that she had with a black woman. Listen to this.
Or other transsexual women to pleasure him because he's into transsexuals. Whether you like it or not, straight man is into transsexual. They can bash us with you, but when you're not there, these straight man is all over this, baby. And yes, transsexuals are not going to stop sleeping with these straight men. We're not going to do that because guess why? You black bitches are just mad.
See, like, this motherfucker just says you black bitches all the time. Like he getting something off by saying like you black bitches. I really would like to know, like, are you under the impression that like every black woman is upset because you're messing around with black men? I really don't think they care like that. The only reason why they would care is because it's like validating a lot of talking points and criticism that black women have about black men. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really the only reason why they would care. They'd be like, oh, check, yep, see, XYZ been saying this for years, and here they go. But other than that, I don't think they care. They don't care unless their man is cheating on them. Because again, I've literally never heard this before.
That everybody else is sleeping with black men and the black men that you're desiring do not want you. They do not desire you anymore. Why? You're judgmental, you're transphobic, and you're homophobic. But
those last three things are not why black women don't want black men. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Then you're saying, oh, I have gay friends. I have trans friends. That's your lame ass excuse.
Nobody says this. Like, this conversation literally never happens.
For being discreetly homophobic.
Once again, I am not against gay people.
Discreetly transphobic. Yes, we said it. Why does it matter if Jimmy...
See, trans people and LGBTQ people, somebody like gave them the right to, if people, you know, are just like, like, I would be considered anti-LGBTQ, but I'm not. I mean, I want to see a good life for everybody. I don't want to partake. I'm not going to partake. If it's to the point where censorship is so bad that I'm not able to see the records that I need to see if this is the kind of woman that I would like to be with, then I'm just going to go my own way, like MGTOW. That's not anti-LGBTQ. Anti-LGBTQ will be people out here killing, harassing, violence. You claim that these women is killing trans, but you ain't shown no evidence of that shit yet.
Me, Smash, sleeps with a transsexual. Why does it irritate you so much? Why does your blood rushes to your brain?
I've literally never seen this. I've never seen any woman, let alone a black woman, react to a man dealing with a transgender behave like she's describing.
So much I don't understand, ladies. For you black females, because every comment in this man mention is a black woman saying you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. These are the same black women.
Do you know that there's some black women who don't like certain black men and they call them gay? Like, are you aware of that? That shit, never mind. Yeah, that shit happens. So, and a lot of times those interactions aren't involving any transgenders. They just might not like a person's mannerisms. They might not like some of the things that they say. They might not like how critical the person is. And they, nigga, you gay. You know what I'm saying? No transgender involved. This is one of the weirdest. It is so conceptually odd to me that this is actually coming out of a human being's mouth. This is literally, I thought I had seen it all with the Gorilla Glue. You know what I'm saying?
Women that's sleeping with other women, but they're calling a man gay because he decided to sleep with a beautiful transsexual.
Yeah, man. Like when there's two of the same types of chromosomes, that's the same as same sex. That's irrefutable. That's not heterosexual. Like, if I'm dating someone, or if there's a man and a woman, and the man happens to be Asian, and the woman happens to be black, and the black woman says, I'm going to identify as white, that doesn't make it an Asian and white couple. That makes it an Asian and black couple with a woman who is saying that she's white despite the fact that she's black.
Who looks good, that he wouldn't even desire your ass, but then you're upset.
See, and all this is just, she hasn't shown any evidence of these black women who she says are murdering trans women. She's literally smiling, you know what I'm saying? With that spiteful face, just in front of a camera, saying a bunch of, talking hella greasy to and about black women without showing no evidence of her claim. I don't get it.
And these black girls are very ugly. They're ugly.
See, this is some anti-black shit. And whoever this individual is, honestly, in my opinion, I think that it might have been an influence in the transition because they were not received well by this group of women that they're bashing. And now they feel like they're actually doing something to get back at them by going around and messing with the men because he's taking away men that these women that he wants to be with would be messing with instead of messing with his ass while he was a man. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing too much. You should have went to a psychiatrist for real, for real.
They are ugly, first of all. They have no sex appeal, no feminine features, nothing feminine about them. But then they think a Jimmy Smash is going to smash them. Take a look at all the girls in this video. They don't look like a typical black girl. They don't.
See, there's some anti-black shit. And this dude right here was like I guarantee you. See, like I guarantee you that if there's some video footage out there of this cat right here, this motherfucker probably more than likely said the same shit. Like he had the same talking points before he got his transition. Cause I've heard these talking points before. Now we're on that talking point of just because it's not a black woman, you know what I'm saying, they look better than a black woman. Like that's not true. You know what I'm saying? There's beautiful women of every race. You know what I mean? Every race has beautiful women. That's one of the things that actually is correct on the planet. Every race has beautiful women. You know what I'm saying?
Because black bitches are waste. Black bitches are ignorant. Black bitches are mad that no one wants them.
First of all, like this is what I'm saying though. Like all these are angry dude talking points. This is how like you got to question, like, did you really like go through all of this shit just to spite black women? Like, are you that angry at black women that you went through all this to try to take the men away from these black women that they messing with instead of messing with you? Just to do this video? Why would you do all that?
White man don't want you. Spanish man don't want you. Asian man don't want you. Black man, your own black man, don't want you.
See, I'm telling you, man, this motherfucker spitting some, y'all have heard these talking points before. Y'all have heard these talking points before. They might not have come out of a mouth like this, but I know this shit sounds real familiar. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not somebody that has an issue with interracial dating. You know what I mean? This woman's points can clearly be debunked. All right. I don't know. I think it's Mayor de Blasio is married to a black woman. So clearly that white man wants a black woman. Prince Harry is with Meghan Markle. Now, you know, some people out there don't consider Meghan Markle black, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, you know what I'm saying, she's got black, you know what I'm saying? She's biracial, whatever. We can call her biracial. Whatever makes everybody not fight, because that's what I don't want to see is black people fighting over dumb shit. But what we can say is that she has a white man and she's not white. I think there is maybe like two people who would say that she's white, but she does have a black parent. So not be petty. Serena Williams, she has a white husband, you know what I'm saying? That white man clearly wants her. I can't remember that woman that played in that what was the name of that movie, man, with the bigger girl? Oh, Precious. I can't think of her motherfucking name. But she's with a white man. They look really happy. Actually, they look like probably like the most legitimate couple that I've actually seen in the public eye in a long time. Like that woman legitimately looks like I'm good with life now. Like that's how she looks. You know what I'm saying? So happy for her, but that's a white man that's with a black woman. I don't know if Halle Berry's still with anybody or not. I think she might be getting done for child support. But yeah, man, it's plenty of examples of black women out here with white men. I see them all the time. I live in Ohio, man. You know what I'm saying? Interracial dating is more interracial dating than same race dating in Ohio. It's almost odd here to see a same race couple. You see white dudes with black women and black men with white women all the time. Like probably like every 3 couples you see is an interracial couple. And it's no difference in the frequency. Anybody that's like from the Midwest, like especially like the steel belt, you know what I'm saying? Like Western PA, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, you know what I mean? Like anybody from that area can vouch what I'm saying. Like there's a different culture, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just motherfuckers that like naturally interracially date here. Like it ain't no motherfuckers just hate certain, you know what I'm saying? Black women out here ain't really like hating black men. You know what I mean? Like they, some of them just date white dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like black men don't hate black women. You know what I'm saying? They just date, you know what I'm saying, a white woman if they see one. And then they turn around, next girlfriend, and date a black woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not that vibe here. You know what I'm saying? But and then there's Latino people around, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, you get the same thing with that. Black people dating Latino, you know what I'm saying? So like what this woman is saying is just basically like talking points. People could say the same shit about black men, like don't nobody like black men. People could say the same shit about white men, don't nobody like white men. Look at all these black men that's dating white women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you could just make some shit up and then say, see, look at this. Like that shit don't fly. Like that's just some dumb shit. Like I'm telling you, this woman, this trans individual was mentally scarred because she wasn't able to get with some man, or because she wasn't able to get with some woman that some man liked. So this motherfucker like just flipped all the way out on some other shit and was like, you know what? I'm about to just mess with all these, I'm about to get these chicks back by messing with all these men. And they wouldn't even mess with me, but I'm fucking all these men that they wouldn't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy.
But now you're mad that these black men are desiring trans women. Now you're mad that black men decides to now want to be with a trans woman. You're upset. You're calling him gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay.
So if there's nothing wrong with being gay, then you shouldn't have a problem with them calling him gay. Right?
There's absolutely nothing wrong being gay. So you can run and tell your little gay friends, because I know gay men, they're very problematic. They're one of the weakest men of all.
So wait a minute, how you gonna transition into a woman and you got a problem with gay men? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand none of this shit. So trans people got a problem with gay men? That shit don't make sense to me. Like, gay just kind of seems like this. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just too much. Like, I don't want to think about this dynamic because it's just too damn much and it's too confusing. I don't want to understand it. I feel when it comes to this shit, I feel like white people with racism. I don't want to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
You're upset. You're calling him gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay. There's absolutely nothing wrong being gay. So you can run and tell your little gay friends, because I know gay men, they're very problematic. They're one of the weakest men of all.
Okay, I'm not about to drop no opinions on how I feel about gay men. But what I would like to know, what I don't understand is how as a how is it a transgender person you're criticizing gay men for being weak? Where does that come from? How does that originate? How does that make sense? Because see, me as a heterosexual male, I'm looking at certain aspects of gay as a precursor to what you are. So it's like a stage. So I don't understand why you feel that gay men are weak. I want to know, did you ever have a transitional period where you were gay? Like, wouldn't you have to have a gay stage before you fully transition? I'm not asking this shit what people don't understand is when you are purely heterosexual, you don't understand this shit. You don't understand it. So when you try to make sense of it, it may come out not right, not correct. But it's not, I'm not like trying to be offensive. Like, I really just don't get it. I don't get how, like, I'm a straight man. I will never in my life be gay. I will never in my life have a thought of transitioning. But it would seem like in my mind to go from what I am now, which is what I was born as, a straight heterosexual male, you would at some point have to transition to where you're attracted to males, same sex. Then beyond that attraction, you just say, fuck it, I'm just about to turn into a woman because I just can't do this shit no more. I mean, I don't know. Please, like, walk me through, like, how that process goes. I mean, you don't have to walk me through it. Just give me the cliff notes, like, with 3-letter maximum sentences.
Yes, I said it. Black gay men are one of the weakest men in the black community. They only have strength for transsexuals and transgender women. They have no strength for no straight man. They have no strength for no black woman.
No strength?
They only have strength for trans women only. These insecure black gay men. So yes, biological black female, y'all can run and tell this to y'all black gay friends because they need to understand they are there for props. They are there for props, honey. They're not there for, I like you genuinely. No. They're there to do your hair, your makeup. When your man cheat on you, they're there to make you feel better. They're there to guarantee that your ugliness looks beautiful. Yes. So don't be mad at Jimmy for recording a video and putting it out there. It doesn't matter if he sleep with a million trans in the past. He made a video and he posted it. So you black bitches can back off. Yes. You insecure black bitches. This video is for you insecure black bitches who thinks that no one cannot sleep with a trans woman. And for you straight guys who pretends to, oh, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. Y'all is the same one that's in my inbox. Y'all is the same one that's calling me on the low. Remember that.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. So she just said that she has straight dudes calling her and contacting her on the low. All right, so maybe that's why, you know what I'm saying, like, people mad at you. It's because you messing around with a man and then turn around and making YouTube videos bragging about it. Maybe it don't have nothing to do with the fact that you're a transgender.
This is why black trans women out y'all. This is why we out you guys.
So here go my question. This is what I don't understand. If you look at yourself as a woman, then outing someone shouldn't do anything. Because you're supposed to have confidence in yourself that you're a woman. So if you say, unless somebody was cheating, unless they was doing some shit on the low, it shouldn't have nothing to do with the fact that you're a transgender because you consider yourself a woman. So if you consider yourself a woman, if you go tell somebody else was with a woman, that shit wouldn't do nothing to them because that's the normal train of thought. So there's something going on deep inside of you guys where you know that what you are is something that people will hold against somebody if they found out that somebody was in a relationship with you or involved with you. So you right there have just kind of like put yourself out there as far as like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that like there is something about me that if people found out about, they would stigmatize a person that was with me. See, I'm looking at it like if this motherfucker cheating and you out him, that motherfucker was cheating. He was doing wrong. I'm not looking at it. See, like you're actually the transphobic one because you're going to try to shame someone for being with you. I'm looking at the situation like, well, you know, like this motherfucker cheating like you a cheater. And I'm the one that's supposed to be transphobic, but you're actually the one that's spreading transphobia by making someone terrified that you're going to say something about them because you're inflating public opinion. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot about how you think about yourself, man.
Because you guys are problematic and not holding your own weights. You're not holding your weights. And I don't care about Jimmy. I don't care about Jimmy and what he desires. I'm just here for all the females and dirty ass males and dusty gay guys who thinks that they can bash trans women because the trans girls is in the video with Jimmy. Now
it's so problematic that people watch that video. Like that's a whole nother story. And it don't have nothing to do with a trans person being in there. It's just problematic that a video caused all this.
Now we're up for grabs, right? You black bitches are thirsty. You black bitches are desperate.
She said y'all thirsty. So black men is dusty, and apparently black women are thirsty.
Because the trans girls is in the video with Jimmy. Now we're up for grabs, right? You black bitches are thirsty. You black bitches are desperate. And this is why men who thinks that they can bash trans women because the trans girls is in the video with Jimmy. Now we're up for grabs, right? You black bitches are thirsty. You black.
One more again, and then I ain't gonna do it no.
I don't care about Jimmy and what he desires. I'm just here for all the females and dirty ass males and dusty gay guys who thinks that they can bash trans women because the trans girls is in the video with Jimmy. Now we're up for grabs, right? You black bitches are thirsty. You black bitches are desperate. And this is why men are realizing that they don't need to hide their sexuality anymore. They don't need.
Who don't need to hide their sexuality? You shouldn't have to hide your sexuality. A motherfucker should be able to look at you and tell what the hell going on with you. That's the damn problem. Should nobody hide their sexual? That brings me back to the beginning of the video. I want to know exactly what I'm dealing with. I want to make sure that the woman that I'm dealing with isn't like you. Should nobody hide their sexuality? If you a trans, like, yo, I'm a trans. Say that shit. Don't hide that shit. Cause I'm not, like I said, I'm in a relationship currently, so I'm not gonna be doing any of this shit. But hypothetically speaking, I'm not doing shit with a motherfucker until I verified that you are a woman. It's I have no desire. No desire. No subconscious desire, no conscious desire. It's not some shit that I want to be a fucking part of. And I should have that right to not want to be a part of that. And if I'm not able to protect myself through, you know what I'm saying, like getting accurate information and having the right to it, then that's a MGTOW situation, man. I'm going my own way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go my own way because there's no reason to not be able to know what the hell is going on.
Need to disclose their sexuality to you dirty ass black bitches. They don't. Because you guys are insecure. Nobody wants you. Why does no man want you black bitches? Why? Why does no man want you black bitches? Because you black bitches are insecure, self-absorbed, problematic, and very hateful. If it's not about the black woman's struggle, it's no struggle. If it's not about the black woman's struggle, it's no one's struggle.
I actually watch a lot of black women, anti-black male, as a matter of fact, social media content creators. And first of all, why would black women talk about other people's struggles other than black women? First of all, I mean, they are black women. It's just like me. Like, I don't talk about black women's struggles because I'm not a black woman. I talk about black people shit, generalized black people shit, because for the most part, I'm a black person. You know what I'm saying? I try to be respectful on things that I have differences of opinions with. I don't try to dictate no shit to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't black women talk about that shit? But I've heard black women talk about other shit other than just black women issues. So like this trans individual is like for real, like using some very familiar talking points.
Save the details. Change your bad ways. Transphobia.
Everybody needs to change their bad ways. Nobody is perfect. Everybody is out here making mistakes. Everyone. Some people making mistakes that's more detrimental, but everybody's making a different set of mistakes. And the problem is that motherfuckers finger point. When it comes to men finger point and say women are doing this. When it comes to women finger point and say men are doing this. Everybody's doing their own shit. Motherfuckers just need to stop and live right.
Is not gonna get you anywhere, black bitches.
See, she just disrespectful.
Yes, I'm calling you bitches.
She just mad. See, she just mad. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is all emotion based. Like, this trans individual is just mad. Like, they just want to get off some heat on black women. And again, this shit says black women are murdering trans women, but you still ain't show no evidence and none of this shit. I'm getting tired sitting here watching this bullshit. I don't want to fall asleep and then wake up and this shit scare the fuck out of me because it's this close to my face. You know what I'm saying? And I still haven't seen no damn evidence of no black women threatening or even in the act of killing trans women. You just mad and just sitting up here calling everybody bitches and talking about gay men are weak and all kinds of extra ass shit without no damn evidence of no black women killing no damn trans women. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the murders and I haven't seen any yet.
The ones who are very transphobic, y'all are black bitches. Yes. You're mad and insecure that black straight men find us attractive.
If someone finds you attractive, they're not straight. If a man finds another man attractive, they're not straight.
Let me just go closely so you can see. Y'all mad, y'all hateful that black men finds this attractive. So I'm giving you in live and live in color. Your man desire this. Your man desire this. Your straight man desire.
Okay, like, yeah, no. Let's go past this part.
And Jimmy to not record a video with a trans woman. You see how hypocrite you black bitches are? You see how hypocrite you black bitches are? And you...
Wait, she said, you see how hypocrite. She said, you see how hypocrite.
Why is it okay for you black females to sleep with women with your husband?
I don't think that every black woman does that. I don't think that any woman does that. I don't think that generally women think it's okay to share their husband. I don't think that shit at all. I think that most normal women, black, white, whoever, would have a huge issue with that shit. There's not a lot of women out here. There's some. Not saying that there's not any. But there's a lot of women out here who they're not doing that. Most women are not about to share their man with some other female. They're not doing that shit. Everybody ain't T.I. out here. Fuck.
And Jimmy to not record a video with a trans woman. You see how hypocrite you black bitches are? You see how hypocrite you black females to sleep with women with your husband. And Jimmy to not record a video with a trans woman. You see how hypocrite you black bitches are?
She's so angry, man. Why is she so angry, man? What black woman did that to you, man? For real, man.
See how hypocrite you black bitches are? You see how hypocrite you black bitches are?
She said, you see how hypocrite you black bitches are? She mad. Like, she for real thinks she made a point, but like, you literally have said nothing. You have literally not even shown the shit in the title of your video. Like, she for real thinks she in the courtroom, like the judge finna say, all right, fuck this shit, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Case goes to you. Like, that's just not about to happen. Like, you didn't make a point at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't see how hypocritical anyone is other than you. You know what I'm saying?
Sleep with women with your husband. And Jimmy to not record a video with a trans woman. You see how hypocrite you black bitches are? You see how hypocrite you black bitches are? And you bisexual woman, you dirty bisexual woman, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Every commentary these bisexual black women speak on, trans women are not women. Yo, it's so funny that we're not women, but the man that you're desiring desire us. It's so funny you bisexual black women are so mad at man desiring trans women. Why is it okay for you to sleep with other women?
I don't think that every woman does. You know what though? I don't know, man. This might be some Canadian shit. See, it says that it says on here that this is a personal blog from Toronto, Canada, and that this individual here is Jamaican born and raised. You know what I'm saying? So this could possibly be like some Canadian type shit. I don't know, man. This is all new and news to me.
But man cannot sleep with other people, such as transsexuals and everybody behind us. Yes. Why is it
Wait, she said everybody behind us. Who's behind you? Oh, wait, what? She said, psst.
You black bitches are, and you bisexual woman, you dirty bisexual woman, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Every commentary these bisexual black women speak on, trans women are not women. Yo, it's so funny that we're not women, but the man that you're desiring desire us. It's so funny you bisexual black women are so mad at man desiring trans women. Why is it okay for you to sleep with other women, but man cannot sleep with other people, such as transsexuals and everybody behind us? Yes.
Did she say everybody behind or everybody beyond?
But man cannot sleep with other people, such as transsexuals and everybody behind us.
Everybody behind us. Okay.
Yes. Why is it not okay? Y'all dirty bisexual women needs to learn that you're not a woman only.
If they're biological, yeah, they are. You're the one that's not a woman only. What? No, biological bisexual women are just biological women who have sex with men and women. You're an actual man turned into a woman. What?
Man desiring trans women. Why is it okay for you to sleep with other women, but man cannot sleep with other people, such as transsexuals?
Motherfuckers can do whatever they want. What are you talking about? Where can't motherfuckers do this shit at?
And everybody behind us. Yes. Why is it not okay? Y'all dirty bisexual women needs to learn that you're not a woman only. What? Y'all biological females, the black bitches in the back.
She's so angry, man. She's so angry, man.
Such as transsexuals and everybody behind us.
Why are you so mad?
Yes. Why is it not okay? Y'all dirty bisexual women needs to learn that you're not a woman only. Y'all biological females, the black bitches in the back. Yes, I'm saying it. Y'all black bitches need to learn, need to respect, need to obey, need to learn that, guess what? Trans women are here to stay and we're not going nowhere. It doesn't matter if you tell a man to murder us. It doesn't matter if you brainwash a man to murder us. We're not going nowhere. So,
who's brainwashing people out here to murder trans people though? Like, who's doing that? What in the hell are you talking about?
You can bash Jimmy. You can bash other men in the media who comes out that liking trans women. They're going to keep coming out, honey. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Keep bashing them? Because I'm not going to stop sleeping with them. My girlfriends are not going to stop sleeping with them. Gay men are not going to stop sleeping with them. Yeah, the same gay man that you run to, these same gay men that you run to, they're not going to stop sleeping with them. I guarantee you, if you put a hidden camera in your house and put your man in there and tell your man to hit on one of your gay best friend, you see how fast he will go down on that deep.
Man, what be going on up in Canada, man? Because I don't think it's like you down like that, at least in the Midwest here.
Trust me, gay men are the weakest link in the Black community. And I'm being honest. And I don't care if a gay man does not like it or not. Gay men are the weakest link. They can rag on trans women, they can call us a man, they can do whatever they want, but they will never take the step to become who we are. They are jealous. Black women are jealous, gay men are jealous. Straight man does not desire gay man. So gay men are jealous about that. Straight black man does not.
Straight men desire heterosexual women. If a man desires you, he's not straight. You're not a straight woman. You're not even a bisexual woman. You're not a biological woman. If a man is attracted to something other than a biological woman, that motherfucker's not straight.
Not desire the black woman. So black women are upset. If a black man decides to date a white woman, black women are upset.
And black women don't give a shit if niggas date white women. Black women give a shit when niggas date white women and just act like how you're acting towards black women. That's when most black women have an issue. When black men behave and say the things that you're saying and date white women, that's when I've seen issues. I haven't seen black women just go in on motherfuckers because they happen to date. Well, there's some people that do just go in on black men that date white women, but in most cases, I haven't seen that behavior at all. I've seen black women go in on black men that date white women, behave the way that you're behaving, and then just literally act like they're know-it-alls and have all the answers for everybody. That's what I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong. Check me in the comments if I'm out of pocket here, if I'm incorrect. But yeah, for the most part, I would say like, and this is a low estimate, 95% of the time that I've seen black women go in on black men who are, with white women, it's when those black men are literally repeating the shit that you're saying right now while propping the other woman up and saying that these vile ass things are the reason that they're with that white woman. That's what I've seen black women have a huge fucking issue with. Not simply the fact that a black man is with a white woman, because black women date white men. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck out of here.
But they can date all the race that out there. But let a black man decides to date outside of his race, it's a problem.
The first whole problem, which is actually the same problem that you're complaining about, is that everybody who's not in the bedroom is mad about what's going on in the bedroom. But now you're literally doing what you're saying people are doing about your gender identity, trying to bring race into that shit. So what if a motherfucker's dating a white woman, especially if she's a straight white woman? So what if a motherfucker's dating a white man? As long as that motherfucker is a straight white man and a black woman is dating the straight white man. You're not straight. That's where the difference is. You can't compare race and gender identity. Like, it's completely different. You want to sit there and say, oh, this motherfucker mad because I'm... No, that's not how it works. If that motherfucker's with a straight white woman, then they with a straight white woman. You're a transgender. Straight men are going to date straight women. That means that it don't have anything to do with you being any color. It don't have nothing to do with you being black. But if you was the last person on earth and there was a woman of another race, the man is going to go for the woman. And it don't have nothing to do with the fact that you're black. It has to do with the fact that that motherfucker wants to be with a woman and procreate. You can't do that. No matter how much, whatever the fuck you think you can do, you can't.
Why is that? Why can this black man date outside his race? Y'all black bitches date outside your race, right? Y'all cisgendered women date outside of your race. So why in the hell this black cis man cannot date outside of his race?
I'm gonna tell you something. Like, this woman here, she really don't need to worry about motherfuckers dating interracially. She need to keep that shit on the gender level. Like, honestly, like, black women gonna date whoever the fuck they want. There's a large amount of black women dating white men now. Black men gonna date whoever the fuck they want to. There's always been a lot of black men dating with white women. But them motherfuckers is dating heterosexually. It's not a comparable thing.
That's how hypocrite these black women are.
But there she goes. She said hypocrite. She said hypocrite.
Desire the black woman. So black women are upset. If a black man decides to date a white woman, black women are upset. But they can date all the race that out there. But let a black man decides to date outside of his race, it's a problem.
See, like this, I'm telling you, man, this some anti-black shit. Like, this motherfucker right here was a very anti-black man during his time as a man. And that shit has translated into the way that he's dealing with black women. I guarantee you at one time in his life, he was upset with men because men were pounding the women that he wanted and he wasn't getting any play. And that's what caused all of this. For real.
Why is that? Why can this black man date outside his race? Y'all black bitches date outside your race, right? Y'all cisgendered women date outside of your race. So why in the hell this black cis man cannot date outside of his race? That's crazy. How hypocrite these black women are.
She said that's
these
how hypocrite.
Cis black women. Yes, I said it. Y'all cis black women are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting.
You just gonna classify a whole group of people as disgusting. Because when you was a man, you couldn't fuck them. That's where all your anger is coming from. Like, that shit is clear. See, you went to the wrong kind of doctor. Instead of going to a surgeon, your ass should have went to a psychologist.
Men are never going to stop having sex with us. You see this bed? You see how clean my environment is? Y'all husband will never stop desiring us. No matter what you think or say, they will still desire us. So either you're going to get with the program or you're going to be a hateful bitch.
You mean like how you sounding? Because you sounding real hateful. Like you sounding like you got the most hate for real, for real.
Yes. And to you gay man out there who thinks it's okay to bash trans women, yeah, go suck on a D. Yes, I said it. To all you dirty ass gay man, you're weak. You're the weakest link in the black gay community and also the black community. You're weak. You only target black trans women. Why is that? Why is that when a straight man comes around, y'all black gay men are so scared? But then you have all the strength to attack, criticize, talk about black trans women. Why is that? I wonder why.
I've never seen or heard any black gay men go in on trans people. Ever. Like, I think this lady is just, or this trans is just upset and like they just got smoke for everybody. Because I haven't seen half of these conversations or half of these draggings take place. I really haven't. And like the thing that's fucked up is like it's already enough divide in the black community. And like this shit is just like some inflammatory shit. Like you going all this because of some shit that a motherfucking porn star did? I mean, who cares?
Because you're coward. You're a coward. Be a man. I couldn't be a man, so I decided to be a woman. So either you're going to be a woman.
Wow. What?
Scared. But then you have all the strength to attack, criticize, talk about black trans women. Why is that? I wonder why. Because you're coward. You're a coward. Be a man. I couldn't be a man, so I decided to be a woman.
That's not really, I don't really think that that's, I wouldn't, put that on a banner.
You're a coward. Be a man. I couldn't be a man, so I decided to be a woman.
Wow.
So either you're going to be a woman or you're going to be a man. You gay boys. Pick a choice.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute, man. Hold on, man. You don't, what? How you gonna do that? So you finna tell you finna tell motherfuckers they need to pick? Really? You doing that?
Choice. It's either you're gonna be a man or you're gonna transition into being a woman because you're weak. You're weak-minded.
So are you saying that men who transition into women and women are weak-minded by nature? See, like you the one that's saying all the anti-weird ass shit. Cause now think about this, right? So I had asked a question earlier if being gay was a predecessor to being a transgender, right? So this woman kind of just this trans just kind of clarified that. She said you're either going to be gay and then transition into a woman. So what that basically means is that pre-transgender, what she considers as the weak link of the black community, that is what is the predecessor to being what she is. She said that gay men are weak. Then she said you're either going to be gay or you're going to transition. Something to think about.
You're weak. You can't be trusted. You could never be trusted. You, gay man, cannot be trusted. Yes, I said it. You, gay man, cannot be trusted. And I could call you a lot of words, but I'm choosing my words very carefully because I know you dirty gay man are watching me. Yes, I said it. You dirty gay man are watching me. That you sit down behind your computer, you sit down behind your little gadgets, and you type, oh, trans women are mad. Like, who are they thinking about? You're mad because you can't transition. You're mad because the man that you desire does not desire you. You are mad. If you have any strength, you have two choices. You can be a man or transition into being a woman. Stop bashing trans women. Stop. Because
you just bashed black women and gay men almost like this entire video, and you still ain't shown no evidence of no black women murdering trans women. Fuck.
At the end of the day, honey, trans women are not going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. We're always going to be here. You guys can murder us. You guys can talk about us. You guys.
But who murdered you though? Where's the evidence at? You said that black women are murdering trans women. Now, I'm not saying this shit to downplay it, because I know that there's been, you know what I'm saying, violence against transgenders and LGBTQs. I'm not downplaying none of that shit. I'm just saying that this woman says that black women specifically are murdering trans women. Okay, where's the proof?
You guys can bash us a million times. We're not going anywhere. Jimmy decides to make a video and he decides to put a transsexual in his video, and you gay man and you black cisgendered women are upset. You biological dirty bitches are upset because this man decides to make a video. Wow, your insecurity is really showing. Your insecurity is really showing, people. So again, it's your girl Sash. You can dislike or like. And just remember that all the comments in my comment section will be revised. So if you dirty ass black bitches and you dirty ass black gay man thinks that you can come in my comment section and write anything you feel, it will be deleted.
So yeah, so I guess she just also validated that talking point that, you know, a lot of the people like this don't really believe in freedom of speech, clearly. That was a lot, man. That was actually intense. But this woman is clearly very anti-black, and she's very anti-straight as well. Definitely anti-straight female. Definitely anti-straight black female. So I gotta take it back to here. Because if all lives matter, you know what I mean? Where's your outrage? Get this woman under control. Get Joe Biden under control, because he's out of control. Will Biden bring back Obama-era LGBTQIA conditional aid policy as promised? Biden threatens financial and visa sanctions against Nigeria, others over gay law. But the only thing that we're outraged about is what's going on in Europe. Because being woke, which is anti-racism, is wrong. And we're supposed to be racist. That's how we don't have any regard for anyone else, and we blame other people for what's going on elsewhere. And if you guys haven't seen that that's how this trick works, stay tuned. I'll just do another video. All right. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you watched it all the way through to the end. If you have, make sure that you click the links that appear. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Make sure that you hit the bell icon twice. Make sure that you smash the like button and drop a comment. All right. Your boy is still waiting on monetization. So since I don't have monetization, I can't get any of that other engagement that keeps me suppressed in the algorithm. So please help your boy out with sharing it to other social media and telling your friends about it. All right. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.